Hi guys and ladies, welcome back to another exciting episode. My name is Lisema Matsietsi. We are in episode 29 of our Being an Analyst podcast. Today we are talking about how to use business informatics to identify business problems. Business informatics is what we do as analysts. We go around the business, we find out nice ways to actually help with efficiencies, nice ways to help with reporting, nice ways to help with the normal operations, and all of that is called business informatics because we're using data to actually give out our insights. And here on this episode number 29, we're talking about how do we now use this business informatics to help identify business problems. Stay tuned. That's what we're discussing just after our theme song. If you are new to this channel and you're asking yourself, how do I become an analyst? How do I start to becoming an analyst? Most of the time that we talk about here is about the mindset that you must embody or that you must adopt in order for you to become an analyst. And that's what the insights that we'll be bringing to you so that before you start the journey of analysis, learning the tool sets, at least your mindset is on the right path. Once you have your mindset right, there is no doubt that whatever tool that you're going to pick, you'll be able to harness and enhance your skills. So we're looking about the mindset. So we're talking about on this particular episode, those mindset will help you guide you to the tool set that you must pick up. Once you have those tools and you keep on practicing those tools, there is no doubt that your skill set will increase. So let's start first by talking about what are the business problems in business informatics. Once we understand what are the business problems in business informatics, will make this whole issue much more clearer. So business informatics involves the intersection of business processes and information technology. Identifying business problems in this context means recognizing issues or challenges within the operations or processes of business that can be addressed or improved through application of information technology solutions. So you have business processes and you have information technology where they meet together. That's the realm or that's the area of business informatics. These problems may range from just inefficiencies in workflows or shortcomings in data management, hindering the organization from achieving whatever their goal is in their 3 year strategy or in their long term or short term or mid term targets. They're not able to do that because of that. If you're still a little bit confused and you're quite new, let's just make a few examples. We'll just take 5 examples. The first one will be inefficient inventory management. This is where a company is struggling with managing its inventory efficiency. Inventories are coming in, others are going out. There's no clear direction, and this is leading to overstocking of certain items while others are constantly out of stock. What we can do with implementing the IT solution in it would be implementing an inventory management system with features such as automated stocking, stock tracking, real-time updates, and predictive analytics can help optimize inventory levels, reduce carrying cost, or improve overall inventory management efficiency. If you're looking at this with predictive analytics that you can use with inventory, could just be a normal linear regression that just says um, if there's an increase in one product, and that product is dependent on 2 or 3 more products, how much of product A should you stock? I think we remember that Y is equals to BX plus C formula somewhere from high school somewhere. That is the predictive line of a straight line. So we're saying if Y is our, let's just pick a um, something within your inventory management. It could be maybe your X could be your Y, it's your dependent variable, and then your other product that's been bought could be a premix of maybe muffin premix or something like that. It needs 2 eggs, it needs some oil, it needs some milk for it to be, for the premix to work. So if you want to know how much eggs are we going to be stocking, we say Y is equals to the number of eggs, BX is the number of premix, and then C is the constant amount, which means the amount of eggs that we must order irrespective of selling premix. So when when the truck comes in with 2 premix, we need to know how many eggs should there be in our shelf. So if a person buys the premix and one premix says it needs 2 eggs, and there's 2 of those, we must have more than 4 eggs. Plus, we must still have what Y is called CBX plus C. C is the constant amount of eggs irrespective of this product. So that will still be there. If the amount of eggs irrespective of the product being sold is 10, Y is equals to BX plus 10, then when selling the 2 premix, we must, if we have 2 premix on stock, we must at least have 14 eggs somewhere within our stock. So using that predictive to say, if you have this product, you must have so much of this product. You have that product, that's where analytics can come in. It's just a normal linear regression. There's more predictive analytics, exciting things that you can employ. Second one is looking at manual data entry errors, where employees spend significant time manually entering data into various systems and resulting into errors and inconsistency in data records. And implementing our IT solution could be implementing a robotics process analyst, robotics process automation, RPA, one of those tools to actually automate repetitive data entry task can actually minimize errors, streamlining data processing, and freeing up employees' time because employees will be stuck on this manual entry. Another one that you can look at is a lack of customer insight, where business lacks the insights into its customer preferences, buying behaviors, satisfaction levels, making it challenging to tailor products and services that are for you. It doesn't know that I always buy the premix, you always understock, you don't understand me. The IT solution that we can put in there could be implementing what we call a customer relationship management or CRM software or system that integrate with data analytics capabilities. That also helps the organization gather, analyze, and leverage customer data to gain actionable insights, personalize marketing efforts, and enhance customer satisfaction. Because now, as I walk in at the end of the month, or whenever I hit it big and I want to make my groceries, they would know that there is that premix for me. There's a right number of eggs available. Everything else is in order. Let's look at take this business informatics into communication, where you have inefficient communication channels, and then communication is breaking down between departments or teams, hindering collaboration, decision making, and overall productivity. And you're asking yourself, how would analysts help out here? Well, hang on a second. Using the IT solution, we can actually be able to track the data that comes down, because if we are deploying a collaborative tools such as project management softwares, instant messaging platforms like Teams, Google, whatever, Meet, whatever you call it, Zoom, video conferencing solutions can actually facilitate seamless communication, document sharing, and collaboration among employees, regardless of the location or department. And we take that and then we create a nice report to show that our productivity is actually going up. So we can actually even assist in facilitating or assist in letting management know that, is the communication channel doing quite well. The last one that we're going to be looking at is data security breaches, which the company might be experiencing a lot of data breaches or cyber attacks, compromising sensitive information and damaging its reputation. What we could be putting in this place could be something like that strengthens cybersecurity measures through implementation of robust firewalls, cybersecurity um, tactics like encryption techniques, multi-factor authentication, regular security audits can also help mitigate some of the risks. So you do that as part of implementing IT, and as analysts, we come and say, is that efficient? Yes or no? And that's just some of the ways that we can actually sit down and um, help the business make the best out of its IT. Now that you know what business informatics can do and what it cannot do, the nice benefit of it, then what? Then what steps can we take to identify business problems? Here's the following steps that we can take. There's 5 steps that we can take. The first one is identify business process, gain a comprehensive understanding of the organization's operations, including the workflow, data flow, and decision-making processes. Like I said, if you have the tool set, one tool, you might still come short of this because this requires us to think beyond the tool. If your tool is R, your tool is Python, or whatever tool that you want, understanding business process is more like qualitative in its nature. You might have to go out there, understand the workflows, the data flows, the decision making. Not all organizations have got business analysts like the business analyst institution is writing about that can do this for you. You might have to do it yourself, even though you're just the data analyst or you're just the strategy analyst or marketing analyst. You might have to do this yourself. The second one is analyze data. Utilize data analysis techniques to identify patterns, anomalies, and trends that may indicate areas where improvements is needed. If you are more within the qualitative side, meaning that you are more, happy with surveys, happy with speaking with people, that type of analyst, you might, find this daunting. But I know the guys that like to crunch the numbers on their statistical tools might find this one much more exciting than the first one where you have to, understand business process. But the second one, also quite important, you go analyze the data. You go find out what's happening with the data. The third one way that we can identify business process is engage with stakeholders, collaborate with stakeholders across different departments or teams to gather insights into their pain points and challenges and face their day-to-day activities. This is also quite important. Stakeholder analysis or stakeholder completing the stakeholder matrix can actually take you far as an analyst, because you say which one is actually looking for this project to go forward or to succeed, which one might be an hindrance to this project, which one is it's making a decision as a decision maker, which one is our champion but has got no decision. Once you understand those stakeholders and you engage with them, you would know much better about what to do with your project and how to enhance and make better decisions for the organization. The fourth one is to conducting a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is quite beautiful. If you can get your hands into the company strategy pack, it's wonderful because the SWOT analysis is already there. SWOT analysis, it helps to evaluate the company's strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats to identify areas where business informatics can make significant impact. So when you come through and they ask you, "Oh, can you help us with our CRM?" And you might come and say, "Yo, it looks like CRM is important, but maybe we might have to put in robotics process automation because this manual entry is not going to help you, sitting and analyzing using your CRM software if the entry is coming in incorrectly or is erroneous in one way." So SWOT analysis, beautiful. Perform a gap analysis number 5, where we compare the current processes, systems against the desired outcome or industry best practices, and identify gaps or areas of improvement to say, hang on a second, this is as is, this is to be, what's in between here. Once you understand what's in between there, that's where you can say, hang on a second, I think we can actually help you as a business to actually get elevated to a desired area. The last one is utilizing business intelligence tools. Now that we have done that, let's just go through a nice multiple choice, just to get us, our blood flowing to say, what does it look like with business informatics? What can we do to improve business informatics? What can we do as analysts to actually think about the mindset that we want to embody before we start even picking a tool that we're going to specialize on? What can we look at? Okay, first question, I'm just going to do 5 multiple choice questions. There's 4 possible right answers into this. It's just for us to just check, how are we doing in this episode? Are you finding this important, engaging, you understanding? Let's go with the question. The first one is, what are business process problems in business informatics? What are business problems in business informatics? The first option A is challenges faced by IT departments only. Number B is issues related to information technology solutions only. Number C is issues within the operations or processes of a business that can be improved through IT solution. Number D is problems specific to data management. What are business problems in business informatics? The right answer is number C, which is issues within the operations or processes of a business that can be improved through IT solutions. Okay, that's a beautiful question. Let's go to the second one. Which of the following is an example of a business problem in business informatics? Option A is a company's marketing campaign not reaching its target audience. Number B is employees lacking motivation in a workplace. Number C is inefficient inventory management leading to overstocking. Number D is customer dissatisfaction due to product quality issues. Which of the following is an example of a business problem in business informatics? The right answer is inefficient inventory management leading to overstocking. Let's go to number 3. What is the first step in identifying business problems according to what we've spoken about that says, then what steps can you take to identify business problems? What is the first thing that we spoke in there to say you can actually use to identify business problem? Number A is, did we say you must conduct a SWOT analysis? Number B, utilizing business intelligence tools. Number C, analyzing data. Or number D, understanding the business process. This question is just to check that were you listening in this episode. What is the first step in identifying business problems? According to the section that we've spoken about that says, then what steps can you take to identify business problems? The right answer is number D, which is understanding the business process. Question number 4, what identifying business, after identifying business problems, what is the recommended action to take? Number A is you ignore the problems and focus on the other priorities. Number B, you develop solutions in isolation without consulting stakeholders. Number C, you monitor and evaluate the implemented solutions. Number D, you implement changes without proper communication or support. What is the right answer to the following question? After identifying business problems, what is the recommended action to take? The right answer is you monitor, is number C, which is monitor and evaluate the implemented solution. The last question, number 5, is which of the following actions do you take after identifying business problems? Number A is you conduct a gap analysis. Number B, you analyze data. Number C is you understand business process. Or number D, you engage stakeholders in the problem solving process. The right answer to that one, which says, which of the following actions do you take after identifying business problems, is number D, which is engaging stakeholders in the problem solving process. Problem solving process. You engage the stakeholders in the problem solving process. Now, what is the point of all of this? Now what? Now, what actions can you take after identifying business problems? Last section of our episode. There's 5 things also that you can do. Number one, you can prioritize the problems, meaning you can assess the severity and the agency of identified issues to prioritize them effectively. That's prioritizing the problems, you assess the severity and the agency of identified issues to prioritize them effectively. Number two is develop solutions, meaning that you're going to collaborate with stakeholders, the one that we spoken about earlier. You're going to collaborate with stakeholders to brainstorm and develop potential solutions that leverage business informatics to address the identified problems. Number three is implement changes, meaning that we have to implement the chosen solution, ensuring proper communication, training, and support for affected stakeholders throughout the process. After that, after we implement some changes, we have to go and monitor and evaluate, like we have said in our multiple choice question. We have continually monitor and implement solutions to gauge their effectiveness and make adjustment whenever they are needed. So we just don't disappear. We still have to come and monitor and evaluate, the effectiveness of our solutions. Number five, we iterate and improve. We embrace a culture of continuous improvement by iterating the solution, um, learning from success and failures, and constantly seeking opportunities to enhance business processes through business informatics. So it's the whole process that we can actually look at to say we came through, we found out the problems. Now, after we find out what the problems is, what do we do to have a look at it? You prioritize your problems. You say, which one is it? Is it the CRM manual capture? Is it the implementation of CRM? Is it customer understanding? Is it our stakeholder? Whatever you prioritize them. After you prioritize them, you develop whatever solution that you're gonna be coming up with to say, oh, this will be our solution. After you develop a solution, then we implement the changes that we have to say these are the changes that we have identified in our solution, going to implement them this way. After you do that, then we monitor and evaluate what we have put in place. We just don't do the solution and disappear. We come and we monitor the solution that we put in place to say, oh, which one is actually doing quite well. And then after that, we come back, we do the process of um, iteration and improvement. We change a little bit here, we improve. Change a little bit here, we improve. Change a little bit here, we improve. All of this involves um, deep insight of analysis. You can see from what we've spoken about from different levels, we need both the qualitative, which means people that can help, put the stakeholders in one room, people that can help with, understanding the survey to say which process is running smooth, which one is not, talking with people, having that, say, understanding them. And then after that, we need also the type of people that love working with numbers that can sit down and say, well, I gotta say, just give me that. I'll be able to do predictive analytics with it. Whether you do clustering, whether you do linear regression, whatever type of predictive analytics that you're gonna be using, also need those people just coming forward to say this is where the business is going through. This is the possibilities where you can actually employ IT, where it's going to be robotics process automation that helps you with the manual capturing. And then these are, the outcomes coming from it, which is now the insights that are coming after we've implemented this whole solution. So that's just what we're looking at to say, when you want to start in analysis, just understand that it is quite broad. You can choose your own where to say, where do I want to start first? Once you picked and you understand exactly to say, my job is to actually go and then find out surveys or understand stakeholder needs, understand current processes, and then weigh them with what the industry processes implementation look like so that you can do benchmarking. Once you understand that, you would be using a different tool or different tools compared to somebody else who says, I am happy with analyzing the data. So once you understand where section of analysis you want to stay in helping business to thrive, you'll be in a good state. If you like what you're hearing in this episode, please click the subscription or the follow button. And then after that, you can go visit our website, biganalyst.co.za. We have a newsletter. We have blog posts that are going up there. We also have infographics that we are putting up there to summarize most of this episode so that it can be easier for you to digest most of the information that we give out here, and you can easier for you to share with your team and your friends and everybody else. So that's it in episode 29. Let's meet again in episode number 30. Stay blessed.